You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. Right now, in this very moment, you have the power to change everything. The way you see yourself, the way you approach challenges, the way you chase your goals has the power to change your life. It all starts with a single, game-changing decision. Act as if you are the best. No one is better than you. This isn't about arrogance, nor is it about pretending to be something you're not. It's about stepping into the person you are destined to become before the world even realizes it. The most successful people in history didn't wait for permission to believe in themselves. They didn't wait for external validation before they acted. They decided first, moved with confidence, and let the results follow. Think about the greatest athletes, leaders, and visionaries. Muhammad Ali didn't wait for the world to call him the greatest. He declared it first. Steve Jobs didn't ask for permission to change the tech industry. He believed in his vision before anyone else did. Every breakthrough, every revolution, every extraordinary achievement started with a simple belief. I belong here. I am meant for greatness. When you act as if you are the best, something shifts inside you. Your confidence rises. Your actions align with your goals. The world starts to treat you differently because you carry yourself differently. And in time, what started as a mindset becomes your reality. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this shift can transform your confidence, your career, your relationships, your entire life. Stay with me as I break down how to step into the best version of yourself. Let's dive in. Number 1, the power of acting as if. What if the biggest shift you could make in your life wasn't about talent, intelligence, or luck, but about mindset? The way you carry yourself, the way you think, and the way you act can completely change the trajectory of your life. This is the essence of acting as if you are the best, not as a form of arrogance, but as a psychological tool to unlock your highest potential. Too many people wait until they feel confident before taking action, not realizing that confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. Every great achiever, from elite athletes to world-changing entrepreneurs, had to convince themselves they were worthy of success before the world agreed. Muhammad Ali didn't wait for the world to crown him the greatest. He declared it, trained for it, and fought like it until the world had no choice but to believe him. Steve Jobs didn't hesitate to present himself as a visionary. He acted as if he was already the leader in technology, and that belief shaped reality. The truth is, people don't treat you based on your potential. They treat you based on how you present yourself. When you walk, talk, and act as if you are the best, you naturally begin to attract respect, opportunities, and success. Your brain is a powerful tool, and science backs up this idea. Research in neuroscience shows that the brain doesn't always differentiate between what's real and what's imagined. When you act with confidence, move with certainty, and embody the persona of success, your brain starts to believe it's true. This belief then influences your decisions, your habits, and ultimately your results. It's a cycle. Your actions reinforce your beliefs, which then reinforce your actions. This is how some people seem to rise effortlessly in their careers and lives, while others struggle with self-doubt. The difference: the successful ones decide first. Unfortunately, most people get this process completely backward. They think they need proof before they can feel confident. They wait for a promotion to feel like a leader, for a big break to feel like a winner, or for external validation before they believe in their worth. But success doesn't work that way. The people who get ahead in life are the ones who step into their future identity before reality confirms it. They train, speak, and act as if they already belong at the top, and in doing so, they rise to the occasion. This doesn't mean you fake expertise or deceive others. It means aligning your actions and thoughts with the level of success you aspire to. If you want to be seen as a leader, start carrying yourself like one. If you want to excel in business, operate with the confidence and discipline of someone already successful. The moment you start acting as if you are the best, you begin to transform into that very person. Number 2, reprogramming your mindset for success. The greatest barrier to success isn't talent, resources, or luck. It's your own mind. Most people live within invisible walls of self-doubt and limiting beliefs, convinced they're not good enough or ready to achieve greatness. But here's the truth. Your mindset shapes your reality. Every belief you hold, whether empowering or limiting, acts as a filter through which you see the world. If you believe you are capable, you will find evidence to support that belief. If you believe you are destined to struggle, your mind will seek out proof of that as well. Success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's for those who are willing to reprogram their minds to align with their highest potential. From an early age, we are programmed by our environment. Parents, teachers, society, and even past failures shape how we think about ourselves. If you were told to be realistic, or that success is only for the lucky, you may have unknowingly absorbed those limiting beliefs. Perhaps you've failed in the past, and instead of seeing it as a learning experience, you internalized it as proof that you're not capable. These subconscious programs dictate how you act, how you react, and what you expect from life. But here's the good news. You can rewrite your programming. Your brain is neuroplastic. It can change, adapt, and be reconditioned to support success instead of self-doubt. The first step in reprogramming your mind is awareness. Most people don't even realize the negative scripts running through their heads. Pay close attention to your thoughts. What do you tell yourself when facing a challenge? Do you hear whispers of, "I'm not smart enough, I'm not lucky like others," or "I'm not ready yet"? These thoughts aren't facts. They're outdated programs running on autopilot. Once you recognize these limiting beliefs, you can challenge them. Ask yourself, is this belief absolutely true? Where is the evidence that contradicts it? More often than not, you'll realize these are just mental chains keeping you small. The next step is replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," tell yourself, "I am capable, I am growing, I am improving every day." Instead of thinking, "I'm terrible at public speaking," affirm, "I am becoming a confident and engaging speaker." Words shape thoughts, and thoughts dictate actions. The more you reinforce positive beliefs, the more they become ingrained in your subconscious until they become your new default mindset. Think of your brain like a garden. If you plant seeds of doubt, negativity will grow. But if you plant seeds of confidence and success, you will eventually harvest greatness. Another powerful technique to reprogram your mind is visualization. Your brain cannot distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This is why top athletes mentally rehearse their performances before stepping onto the field. If you see yourself succeeding, speaking with confidence, or walking into a room with presence, your mind starts believing it's reality. Every day, spend a few minutes visualizing your success. Feel it as if it has already happened. See yourself achieving your goals, hear the applause, experience the emotions of victory. Over time, this practice rewires your subconscious, making success feel natural rather than foreign. The final step is consistent action. Your mindset won't change overnight, but the more you act in alignment with your new beliefs, the faster your brain adapts. If you want to be confident, start speaking up even when you feel nervous. If you want to be disciplined, follow through on small commitments daily. Every time you act as if you are already that person, you reinforce your new identity. Eventually, you won't be acting successful, confident, or disciplined. You will simply be that person. Reprogramming your mind isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. But if you commit to this process, the transformation will be undeniable. One day, you'll wake up and realize that the old version of you, the one filled with hesitation and self-doubt, is gone. In its place will be someone who expects success, moves with confidence, and takes bold action without second-guessing. Because when you change your mindset, you change your reality. The world won't hand you success. You have to program yourself to create it. And the moment you do, everything in your life will begin to shift. Number 3, walk, talk, and think like the best. Confidence isn't something you are born with. It's something you build. It's a skill, a habit, and most importantly, a decision. Many people assume that confidence comes from accomplishments, external validation, or years of experience. But the truth is, confidence is created internally long before it manifests externally. It starts with how you walk, talk, and think. The most successful and charismatic people in the world don't wait to feel confident. They act as if they already are. This is the secret formula to confidence. And once you understand it, you can apply it to every area of your life. The way you carry yourself speaks volumes before you ever open your mouth. Your posture, movements, and facial expressions send subconscious signals not only to others, but also to your own mind. Research in psychology has shown that power poses and open body language instantly increase testosterone, the dominance hormone, and lower cortisol, the stress hormone. When you stand tall, shoulders back, and chest open, your brain interprets it as a sign of confidence, making you feel more powerful. On the other hand, when you slouch, avoid eye contact, or shrink yourself, your brain reinforces insecurity and self-doubt. The way you move shapes your internal state. So from this moment forward, walk like someone who belongs wherever they go. Move with intention, look people in the eye, and take up space. Even if you don't feel confident yet, your body will trick your mind into believing it. Now let's talk about your voice and the way you speak. The most influential people in history don't just have great ideas, they know how to deliver them. Think of speakers like Martin Luther King Jr. or Oprah Winfrey. They have a commanding presence not because they shout the loudest, but because they speak with conviction, clarity, and control. They don't rush their words, they don't fill their sentences with or I think, and they don't mumble. Instead, they own their voice. If you want to sound confident, slow down. Speak deliberately. Project your voice so that it carries, pause when necessary, and allow your words to land. Even if you're nervous, act as if you are the most confident person in the room, and your brain will follow suit. Your voice has the power to shape how people perceive you, and more importantly, how you perceive yourself. Equally important is the way you think and talk to yourself. Confidence is an inside job. If your inner dialogue is filled with self-doubt, no amount of good posture or strong speech will compensate for it. The way you speak to yourself directly impacts your actions and mindset. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't belong here," you are reinforcing insecurity. But if you replace those thoughts with powerful affirmations, such as "I am capable," "I am prepared," "I am the best at what I do," your mind will start to believe it. Confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself to figure things out. The more you reinforce positive beliefs, the more natural they become. One of the fastest ways to build confidence is by stepping into discomfort daily. Most people assume that confidence comes before action. But in reality, confidence is the result of action. The more you expose yourself to challenges, the stronger your confidence grows. Speak up in meetings. Introduce yourself to strangers. Try things you're not yet good at. Every time you push yourself past fear, you reinforce the idea that you are capable, resilient, and worthy. People who are confident aren't fearless. They just refuse to let fear stop them. They understand that setbacks and failures are part of the process. When you act as if you're the best, you're not claiming to be perfect. You're committing to improvement, no matter what obstacles come your way. Another crucial aspect of confidence is how you handle failure. Truly confident people don't avoid failure. They embrace it. They know that every misstep is a stepping stone to success. They don't let fear of judgment or rejection hold them back, because they understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a lesson for growth. When you act as if you are the best, you are not saying that you'll never fail. You are saying that even if you fail, you will get back up stronger than before. Confidence is about resilience, about trusting yourself even when things don't go as planned. So what's the formula for unshakable confidence? Move like a champion, speak like a leader, think like a winner, walk with purpose, project your voice, eliminate self-doubt, and take action even when you're scared. The more you practice these behaviors, the more natural they become. Before you know it, you won't just be acting confident, you'll be the most confident version of yourself. And when you do that, the world will respond accordingly. Number 4, overcoming fear and doubt through action. Fear is the silent force that holds more people back than any external obstacle ever could. It keeps dreams locked away, prevents action, and convinces even the most talented individuals that they are not ready, not good enough, or not capable of success. But here's the truth. Fear is a liar. It whispers worst-case scenarios in your mind, exaggerating the risks while downplaying your potential. Fear is not reality. It is a mental projection, a protective mechanism designed to keep you safe. But safety doesn't lead to success. Those who achieve greatness are not fearless. They are simply those who refuse to let fear control them. The only way to overcome fear and doubt is through immediate, decisive action. Most people believe that confidence comes first, that they need to feel ready before they take action. But the reality is the opposite. Action creates confidence. The more you do something, the more competent and fearless you become. The problem is that most people wait. They wait until they feel ready before they take action. But the truth is, you will never feel ready. There will never be a perfect moment to step out of your comfort zone. If you wait for fear to disappear before you act, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. The only way to eliminate fear is to face it head on. Think about a time when you were terrified to do something. Maybe it was speaking in front of a crowd, asking for a promotion, or stepping into an unfamiliar situation. Before you took action, fear was loud and overwhelming. But the moment you actually did it, what happened? The fear started to fade. That's because fear thrives in inaction. It feeds on hesitation, overthinking, and avoidance. But action destroys fear. The moment you move toward the thing that scares you, fear loses its power. One of the most effective ways to break free from fear is by using the 5-second rule. The concept is simple. The moment you feel hesitation creeping in, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and take action immediately. The longer you wait, the more your brain will talk you out of it. If you need to make a difficult phone call, count down and dial the number before you can overthink it. If you want to ask a question in a meeting, count down and speak before self-doubt stops you. If you need to introduce yourself to someone important, don't hesitate. Just act. Interrupt hesitation with action, and fear won't have time to grow. Another powerful way to dismantle fear is through exposure therapy. The more you face your fears in small, manageable doses, the less intimidating they become. If public speaking terrifies you, start by speaking in small groups, then gradually increase the audience size. If you fear rejection, practice getting rejected on purpose. Ask for discounts at stores. Start conversations with strangers, or apply for jobs you think are out of your league. When you repeatedly expose yourself to fear, your brain rewires itself to see it as normal rather than dangerous. Reframing fear is another game changer. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, recognize it as a green light. Fear is proof that you are growing. The people who stay in their comfort zones never feel fear because they're not doing anything challenging. But the people who achieve greatness are constantly stepping into discomfort. If you feel fear, congratulations. It means you're on the right path. Your body isn't telling you to stop. It's telling you that you're stepping into something important. When you recognize fear as a sign of growth, you can start using it as fuel instead of allowing it to paralyze you. Another key to overcoming fear is taking responsibility for your emotions. Many people allow fear to dictate their actions because they believe they have no control over it. But emotions are not commands. They are suggestions. You can feel fear and still choose to take action. You can feel doubt and still move forward. The most successful people in the world feel fear just like everyone else, but they act despite it. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to push forward in spite of it. At the end of the day, fear is nothing but an illusion. It is a projection of something that hasn't even happened yet. And if it hasn't happened, that means it's not real. The only real thing is what you choose to do in this moment. You can let fear control you, or you can use it as a challenge. Every time you feel afraid, remind yourself, this is not a stop sign. This is proof that I'm growing. So how do you become fearless? You don't. You act despite fear, and in doing so, you become unstoppable. You take the leap. You start before you're ready. You train your mind to see fear as an ally, not an enemy. Because the people who achieve greatness aren't the ones who never feel fear. They're the ones who refuse to let it stop them. And today you make that choice too. Number 5, how to demand more from yourself. Your life is a direct reflection of the standards you set for yourself. Every decision you make, how hard you work, how you treat your body, how you allow others to treat you, stems from what you tolerate. The problem is, most people settle for good enough. They accept mediocrity in their careers, health, relationships, and personal growth, then wonder why they never reach their full potential. But here's the truth. Average standards create an average life. High standards create excellence. If you want to stand out, if you want to achieve extraordinary success, you must demand more from yourself than anyone else ever would. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by doing the bare minimum. They set higher expectations for themselves than the world set for them. Michael Jordan didn't just show up to practice, he trained harder than anyone else. Serena Williams didn't just rely on natural talent. She pushed her body and mind beyond what seemed possible. These individuals weren't born superior. They simply refused to accept mediocrity. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who don't isn't talent. It's the level of standards they hold themselves to every single day. The truth is, no one is coming to push you. No one is going to force you to wake up early, go to the gym, stay disciplined in your work, or give up distractions. That has to come from you. If you don't demand greatness from yourself, life will give you whatever you're willing to accept. If you're okay with being inconsistent, you'll have inconsistent results. If you allow yourself to procrastinate, your dreams will remain dreams. If you don't set a high standard for discipline, focus, and resilience, you'll never experience the success that only comes from those habits. Your results in life are simply a reflection of the standards you choose to live by. One of the biggest mistakes people make is thinking that high standards only apply to big goals like financial success or career achievements. But true excellence is about demanding the best from yourself in every area of life. It means being disciplined with your health, eating well, exercising, and taking care of your body, because energy and vitality fuels success. It means setting high standards in your work, delivering more than what's expected, being a leader and taking pride in everything you do. It means maintaining high standards in your relationships, refusing to tolerate toxic people, surrounding yourself with those who elevate you, and being the best partner, friend, or family member you can be. When you raise your standards in every area, you elevate your entire life. So how do you raise your standards? It starts with one simple but powerful question. What am I tolerating in my life right now that I know isn't good enough? Maybe you're tolerating excuses, telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Maybe you're tolerating inconsistency, working hard for a few days, then losing focus. Maybe you're tolerating negativity, allowing toxic thoughts, habits, or people to drain your potential. The first step to demanding more from yourself is eliminating anything beneath what you truly want and deserve. Once you identify what needs to change, the next step is to commit to a new baseline. If you decide that from now on, you will not tolerate skipping workouts, then skipping is no longer an option. If you decide that you will no longer allow yourself to procrastinate, then discipline becomes your new standard. If you decide that you deserve a life filled with success, growth, and positivity, then you must remove anything that does not align with that vision. High standards aren't about perfection. They're about consistency in your commitment to excellence. Of course, there will be moments when it's hard, when you're tired, unmotivated, or tempted to take the easy way out. But that's when high standards matter most, because anyone can be great when it's easy. True excellence is built when you choose discipline, even when you don't feel like it. That's what separates the best from the rest. Champions don't make excuses. They make commitments. They don't lower their standards to match their circumstances. They raise their performance to meet their standards. At the end of the day, success is never about luck. It's about what you demand from yourself every single day. If you want more from life, demand more from yourself. Set a new standard. Refuse to accept anything less than excellence. Because when you expect more, do more, and push for more, you'll get more. And that's how you create an extraordinary life. Number 6, how to feel like the best. Your mind controls your body, but your body also controls your mind. The way you move, breathe, and carry yourself determines not only how others perceive you, but more importantly, how you perceive yourself. If you want to feel like the best, you must start using your physiology to trigger confidence, power, and certainty. You cannot expect to feel unstoppable while slouching, breathing shallowly, and carrying yourself with hesitation. Your body sends signals to your brain about your emotional state. And if you're walking, talking, and standing like someone who is unsure, guess what? your mind will believe it. But if you move like someone who is powerful, strong, and dominant, your brain has no choice but to align with that energy. This is the hidden key to feeling like the best, using your body to program your mind. One of the fastest ways to change your emotional state is to change your posture. Research has shown that your body language affects not only how others see you, but also how you see yourself. When you stand tall, shoulders back, chest open, and head held high, your brain interprets this as a signal that you are dominant and in control. On the other hand, when you slump, avoid eye contact, and make yourself smaller, your brain releases stress hormones, making you feel weak and uncertain. The difference between confidence and doubt can be as simple as how you hold your body. That's why you must train yourself to move like a winner. Walk with certainty. Take up space. Look people in the eye. Hold yourself like someone who deserves success. And soon your mind will follow. Breathing is another crucial factor in controlling your physiology and emotions. When you're nervous, your breath becomes shallow, your chest tightens, and you lose control over your focus. But when you breathe deeply and intentionally, you tell your nervous system to relax, instantly creating a sense of power and presence. This is why top athletes, public speakers, and performers use controlled breathing techniques before stepping into high-pressure situations. The box breathing technique, inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and repeating, can reset your nervous system and put you in a peak state within minutes. When you control your breath, you control your emotions. And when you control your emotions, you control your actions. Energy is everything. Think about the most magnetic, confident people you've ever met. They don't just speak with conviction. They have an electrifying presence. They radiate energy that makes others take notice. This energy doesn't come from luck. It comes from intentional movement and engagement. If you feel sluggish, uninspired, or low in confidence, the fastest way to shift your state is to activate your body. Move, exercise, stretch, jump, shake out the tension. Energy is generated, not given. If you want to feel powerful, start by moving like someone who is unstoppable. The way you speak also plays a critical role in your internal physiology. Confident people don't just speak loudly, they speak with control, purpose, and certainty. They don't rush their words or seek approval in their tone. Instead, they command attention simply by owning their voice. If you tend to speak too fast when nervous, practice slowing down. If your voice lacks power, train yourself to project with authority. Your vocal tone affects how people perceive you, but more importantly, it affects how you perceive yourself. Start talking like a leader, and soon you will feel like one. Another powerful tool for shifting your physiology is visualization combined with movement. The best athletes, performers, and business leaders in the world use visualization to mentally rehearse their success before it happens. But it's not just about seeing success, it's about feeling it in your body. Close your eyes and picture yourself walking into a room with unshakable confidence, shaking hands with people as if you belong, speaking with power, and executing your goals effortlessly. As you visualize, stand up and physically act it out. Breathe deeply, smile, move with certainty. Your brain will start associating that posture and movement with success, making it easier to embody in real life. At the core of all this is momentum. The more you train your body to feel strong, the more natural it becomes. High energy isn't just for certain moments, it's a way of life. The people who succeed at the highest levels know that how you feel physically affects how you think mentally. That's why they prioritize their health, movement, and presence. They don't just rely on motivation, they create it through action. So if you ever feel uncertain, stuck, or low in confidence, don't wait for the feeling to change first. Change your body and your mind will follow. Stand taller, walk stronger, breathe deeper, move with purpose, speak with certainty, feel like the best, and soon you will become the best. Number 7. How to command respect and influence others. Respect is not freely given. It is earned. It is not something you can demand from others. It is something you cultivate through your presence, actions, and consistency. The way people treat you is a direct reflection of how you carry yourself, how you communicate, and the level of certainty you project. If you want to command respect and influence others, you must first respect yourself. You must exude a presence that silently communicates, I am someone worth listening to. I am someone who adds value. I am someone who expects and demands excellence, not just from myself, but from those around me. The people who naturally command respect are not necessarily the loudest in the room, nor are they the ones who force authority on others. They are the ones who move with confidence, integrity, and unwavering belief in themselves. The first thing people notice about you is your body language. You can be the most intelligent person in the room, but if you walk in with your head down, shoulders slouched, and hesitant movements, people will assume you lack confidence. The world reacts to how you present yourself. If you move with certainty, stand tall, maintain eye contact, and take up space, you subconsciously signal that you are in control. When you speak, don't fidget, don't shift nervously, and don't look around for approval. Own your space, own your presence. People are drawn to those who move with a purpose. Confidence, when displayed physically, becomes magnetic. The next crucial element of commanding respect is your voice and speech patterns. The most influential people in history didn't just have great ideas, they had great delivery. They spoke with conviction, clarity, and controlled pacing. If you speak too softly, too fast, or with uncertainty, people will subconsciously doubt you. Instead, train yourself to speak slower, project your voice, and eliminate weak phrases like, I think, maybe, or I'm not sure. But strong communication starts with strong belief in your words. When you say something, mean it. When you make a statement, own it. That energy alone will shift how others respond to you. Another key aspect of commanding respect is setting and enforcing boundaries. People will treat you according to what you allow. If you tolerate disrespect, lateness, dishonesty, or low standards from others, they will assume it's acceptable. But when you set firm boundaries, when you show that you expect professionalism, respect, and integrity, you naturally elevate the way people interact with you. This doesn't mean you have to be harsh or aggressive. It means you hold your ground and make it clear what is and isn't acceptable in your space. Leaders set the tone. If you tolerate mediocrity, you will be surrounded by mediocrity. If you demand excellence, you will attract excellence. One of the most underrated ways to influence others is listening more than you speak. Most people assume that influence comes from talking the loudest or asserting dominance in conversations. But in reality, the most respected leaders know that true influence comes from understanding people deeply. When you genuinely listen, people feel valued, heard, and understood. They become more receptive to your words, your leadership, and your presence. Ask great questions. Be engaged in conversations. Show that you are not just waiting to speak, but truly absorbing what others are saying. This makes your words carry more weight when you do speak. Another key to commanding respect is being decisive. People naturally follow those who can make decisions quickly and confidently. If you hesitate, second-guess yourself, or constantly look to others for direction, you will be seen as uncertain. Leaders and influential people trust themselves. They gather information, but they don't dwell in analysis paralysis. They make choices, stand by them, and adjust as needed. The more decisive you are, the more others will respect your ability to lead, guide, and take control of situations. Your appearance and personal discipline also play a significant role in how people perceive you. This doesn't mean you have to wear expensive clothes or follow trends, but you do need to present yourself as someone who respects themselves. Dress well, maintain good hygiene, and be intentional about your presence. When you look put together, you feel put together. And when you feel put together, you project confidence that others pick up on. Your level of discipline in how you handle yourself, whether in fitness, organization, punctuality, or preparation, reflects the level of respect you command from others. People take note of those who operate with precision, attention to detail, and self-respect. Lastly, if you want to influence others, be the example. Influence isn't about forcing people to listen or demanding authority. It's about living in a way that inspires others to follow your lead. Show up with energy, confidence, and excellence in everything you do. People respect those who lead by action, not just by words. The moment you start operating as if you are the best, people around you will take notice. They will adjust their behavior to match yours because leadership is contagious. At the core of commanding respect and influence is this simple truth. People mirror the energy you bring. If you bring hesitation, doubt, and weakness, they will respond accordingly. But if you bring certainty, authority, and high standards, they will elevate their respect and admiration for you. So walk into every room as if you belong there. Speak as if your words matter. Carry yourself as if you are already the best. Because once you do, the world will start believing it too. Number 8, mastering the art of consistency and discipline. Success is not built in a day. It is built in the small, unseen moments of discipline and consistency that compound over time. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunities, but because they lack the patience and commitment to show up every single day. The truth is, motivation is fleeting. You won't always feel like putting in the work, waking up early, exercising, or staying focused. That's why people who rely on motivation fail, while those who rely on discipline thrive. The best in any field, athletes, entrepreneurs, performers, don't just work hard when they feel like it, they show up, even on the days they don't want to. And that is the difference between mediocrity and greatness. The biggest mistake people make when pursuing their goals is expecting immediate results. We live in a world that glorifies overnight success. But in reality, success is the result of years of disciplined effort. The best in the world became the best, not because they had a single moment of brilliance, but because they outworked, outpracticed, and outlasted everyone else. They understood that every day, every repetition, and every small action was a brick in the foundation of their success. This is what separates champions from the average: the ability to do the small, unglamorous work repeatedly without getting discouraged when results aren't instant. Discipline is about making decisions based on commitment, not feelings. If you only do things when you feel like it, you will never achieve lasting success. Your emotions will fluctuate, but your actions should remain constant. This means sticking to your goals even when you're tired, uninspired, or facing obstacles. It means showing up to train, study, build, and improve, even when it's inconvenient. Champions aren't driven by fleeting emotions. They are driven by an unshakable commitment to excellence. They understand that every workout skipped, every hour wasted, and every excuse made is a lost opportunity to improve. One of the best ways to develop consistency is to eliminate the need for willpower by creating strong habits. If you have to constantly debate with yourself about whether you should take action, you will eventually give in to laziness. Instead, successful people build habits that remove decision fatigue. They wake up at the same time, follow a set routine, and execute their tasks like clockwork. Their success isn't dependent on how they feel each day. It's built into their lifestyle. If you want to be great at something, make it automatic. If you want to get fit, schedule workouts like non-negotiable appointments. If you want to be productive, create structured work blocks where distractions are eliminated. The less mental energy you waste deciding whether to do something, the easier it is to stay consistent. Another crucial aspect of consistency is learning to embrace boredom. The reality is, most of the work required for greatness is not exciting. Training every day, practicing the same skills over and over, working long hours without immediate reward, these things aren't fun. But success doesn't come from doing what's fun. It comes from doing what's necessary. The best performers understand that mastery is built in the repetitions, not in the moments of excitement. They learn to fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. If you can develop the ability to stay disciplined even when the work is monotonous, you will separate yourself from 99% of people who quit the moment things become difficult. Another powerful way to build discipline is by using the no negotiation rule. This means removing all wiggle room for excuses. If you say you're going to wake up at 5 a.m., you wake up at 5 a.m., no debate, no hitting snooze. If you commit to exercising daily, you do it no matter what, whether you're tired, busy, or don't feel like it. When you eliminate the option to quit, you stop relying on motivation and start relying on your own internal standard. This is the mentality that creates unstoppable individuals. Accountability is also a major factor in staying consistent. The best performers hold themselves accountable, but they also surround themselves with others who push them. If you want to be consistent, find an accountability system, a coach, a mentor, or even a friend who won't let you slack off. When you have people expecting you to show up and perform, you are far more likely to follow through. Even more importantly, become your own accountability system. Keep a journal, track your progress, and set clear benchmarks for yourself. Winners don't need constant external validation. They measure their own progress and hold themselves to a higher standard than anyone else ever could. At the end of the day, consistency and discipline are about one thing: doing the work, no matter what. The world is filled with people who start strong but fade away when things get hard. Don't be one of them. Decide today that you will be different, that you will show up every single day, no matter the circumstances, that you will put in the work whether you feel like it or not. Because when you master consistency and discipline, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can stop you from achieving your goals. Number 9, visualizing success. The greatest athletes, performers, and leaders in history all share one powerful trait: they saw their success in their minds before it became reality. Before stepping onto the court, stage, or business world, they had already won in their imagination. Visualization is not wishful thinking. It is a scientifically proven method used by the highest achievers to program their minds for success. Your brain does not distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. This means that when you consistently picture yourself succeeding, whether it's delivering a powerful speech, excelling in your career, or achieving a massive goal, your brain starts to rewire itself to accept that as reality. The more you visualize success, the more your actions, mindset, and decisions align with that vision. Most people, however, do the exact opposite. Instead of visualizing success, they picture failure. They imagine themselves stumbling, being judged, or falling short of their potential. And because their mind is conditioned to expect failure, they unconsciously sabotage their efforts. But if you can train yourself to see success in your mind first, to feel it, to believe it, you will walk into situations with the certainty that you are already capable of winning. The subconscious mind is incredibly powerful. It takes the images you consistently feed it and turns them into reality. Champions are not surprised when they win. They expected it because they saw it happening in their minds long before it became real. The key to effective visualization is clarity and emotion. It's not enough to simply see yourself succeeding. You must feel it as if it's happening right now. If you want to become a confident speaker, don't just imagine yourself on stage. Imagine the feeling of control, the excitement, the way the audience responds to your words. If you want to become a champion in your field, don't just see the victory. Feel the sweat, the hard work, the energy, the celebration. The stronger the emotional connection to your visualization, the more your subconscious mind will accept it as real. Some of the greatest athletes in history have used visualization as part of their training. Michael Phelps, one of the most decorated Olympians of all time, practiced mental rehearsal every single day. Before every race, he would close his eyes and imagine every stroke, every turn, every detail of his performance, until it was ingrained in his mind. When he got into the pool, his body simply followed what his brain had already rehearsed thousands of times. This is how visualization works. It makes success feel familiar, so that when you step into the real moment, you are simply repeating what your mind already knows. Visualization is also a powerful tool to overcome fear and doubt. Many people sabotage themselves because their mind is filled with worst-case scenarios. They picture themselves failing, being judged, making mistakes, and their body reacts accordingly. But when you consciously reprogram your mind to expect success, your confidence skyrockets. You walk into a room as if you belong there because in your mind you already have. You face challenges with certainty because in your mind you've already conquered them. This technique applies to every area of life. If you want to be a leader, visualize yourself making powerful decisions, commanding respect and inspiring others. If you want financial success, visualize yourself managing wealth with wisdom, making smart investments, and building a life of abundance. If you want a strong body, visualize yourself training with discipline, feeling strong, and pushing past limits. Your subconscious mind will start aligning your actions with that vision. The best part, visualization doesn't cost a dime. It is completely within your control. You don't need permission. You don't need special resources. You just need 5 minutes a day to close your eyes, see your future, and feel it as if it's happening now. And when you do this consistently, your reality will begin to change. Starting today, stop visualizing fear, doubt, and failure. Start seeing success, confidence, and unstoppable greatness. Because when you see it in your mind first, you'll soon see it in your life. And that is how champions are made. Number 10, becoming a leader. Elevate yourself and those around you. Leadership isn't about a title or a position. It's about influence, self-mastery, and the ability to inspire others to rise higher. The moment you decide to act as if you are the best, you naturally step into leadership. People follow those who move with confidence, who operate with high standards, and who lead by example. Whether you realize it or not, you have the power to influence, inspire, and elevate others simply by the way you show up in the world. The problem is that most people don't see themselves as leaders. They wait for permission, for recognition, or for someone to anoint them as worthy. But here's the truth. Leaders don't wait. They decide. The moment you start acting as if you are the best, people will take notice. They will mirror your energy. They will elevate themselves to match the standard you set. Leadership starts with self-mastery. You cannot lead others effectively if you cannot first lead yourself. This means having discipline in your habits, consistency in your actions, and control over your emotions. True leaders don't operate based on feelings. They operate based on commitment and principles. They wake up early, execute their goals, push past excuses, and take responsibility for their own growth. They don't wait for external motivation. They create it. And because they live with this level of discipline and commitment, they naturally inspire those around them to do the same. People respect leaders who walk the talk, not those who give advice but fail to follow it themselves. If you want to be seen as a leader, become the living example of excellence. One of the most important aspects of leadership is the ability to influence others in a positive way. Influence isn't about manipulation or control. It's about inspiring people to believe in themselves and their potential. When you act as if you are the best, you give others permission to step into their own greatness. Your confidence, your certainty, and your presence create a ripple effect. Have you ever been around someone whose energy was so powerful that it made you want to be better? That's leadership. It's not about forcing people to follow you. It's about living in such a way that they want to follow you. This means being a pillar of strength, optimism, and unshakable belief in yourself and those around you. Leaders lift people up. They recognize potential in others, encourage them to push their limits, and set a higher standard for everyone they interact with. Leadership is also about making bold decisions and taking responsibility. Many people shrink from leadership because they fear failure, criticism, or the weight of responsibility. But real leaders don't avoid challenges. They embrace them. They make decisions with confidence, knowing that even if they make mistakes, they will learn, adapt, and move forward. They do not blame circumstances or other people for their setbacks. They take full accountability for their actions. This level of responsibility earns deep respect from others because people admire those who stand firm, take charge, and own their results. If you want to be a leader, stop waiting for someone else to make decisions for you. Be decisive. Take action. Trust yourself. Another crucial element of leadership is emotional intelligence. The best leaders are not just intelligent or skilled. They understand people. They know how to communicate effectively, handle conflict, and inspire loyalty. They are not reactive. They are composed, thoughtful, and deliberate in how they respond to situations. They don't let emotions control them. They control their emotions. This ability to stay calm under pressure, to listen deeply, and to communicate with clarity makes them highly influential. If you want to elevate those around you, focus on improving your emotional intelligence. Learn to listen more than you speak, to understand before judging, and to lift others instead of tearing them down. Great leaders also build and empower teams. They don't try to do everything alone. They create an environment where others can thrive. This applies in business, friendships, families, and communities. A true leader is someone who helps others win. They mentor, they guide, and they invest in the success of those around them. If you want to be a leader, become someone who others grow by being around. Be the person who pushes people to believe in themselves, who challenges them to be better, and who sets the example for hard work, excellence, and integrity. Leadership is not reserved for CEOs, world leaders, or famous figures. Leadership is a daily choice. It is how you show up in every moment, in every interaction, and in every decision. It is how you carry yourself when no one is watching. It is how you treat people, how you push yourself to grow, and how you respond to challenges. Leadership is about raising your standards, and in doing so, inspiring others to raise theirs too. It is about moving through the world with unshakable belief in your vision and your ability to create impact. At the end of the day, being a leader is about living as if you are already the best version of yourself. It's about deciding that you don't need permission, that you don't need approval, and that you are worthy of stepping into a higher level of confidence, power, and influence. When you act as if you are the best, you naturally elevate everyone around you. You bring out the best in others because you expect the best from yourself. You become someone that people look to for guidance, strength, and inspiration. So stop waiting to be recognized as a leader. Start leading. Start living in a way that commands respect, that inspires action, and that leaves an impact wherever you go. Leadership isn't something you step into someday. It's something you step into right now. The world needs leaders. The world needs people who are bold, confident, and unafraid to raise the bar. The world needs you to lead. So act as if you are the best, and soon you will be. Everything you want in life, success, confidence, respect, influence, begins with one decision. The decision to act as if you are the best, not out of arrogance, but out of an unshakable belief in your own potential. The truth is, you don't need permission to be great. You don't need validation to start acting like the best version of yourself. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is the way you choose to show up every single day. Most people wait. They wait to feel confident before taking action. They wait for success before believing in themselves. They wait for the perfect moment to step into their greatness. But the harsh reality is this: waiting is a trap. The perfect moment will never come. Confidence doesn't appear out of nowhere. It is created through action. Success doesn't arrive as a reward for hesitation. It follows those who move boldly before they feel ready. The most successful people in history didn't wait to be crowned the best. They acted as if they already were, and the world followed their lead. Over the past few minutes, you've learned how to reprogram your mindset, build unshakable confidence, overcome fear, set high standards, master discipline, visualize success, and lead with authority. But knowledge alone is not enough. Action is what separates the dreamers from the doers. That's why I'm challenging you right now. The 10-day Act as If challenge. For the next 10 days, commit to living, moving, speaking, and thinking as if you are already the best version of yourself. Stand taller, speak with more conviction, take action without hesitation, and carry yourself with the certainty that success is already yours. Watch what happens when you do this. Watch how people respond to you differently. Watch how opportunities start appearing. Watch how your own belief in yourself skyrockets. Because when you act as if you are the best, you become the best. It's not magic. It's the power of self-perception, confidence, and aligned action. So are you ready? Are you ready to stop playing small and step into the life you were meant to live? The world doesn't give success to those who wait. It rewards those who decide. Decide today. Step forward with power, certainty, and belief. Act as if you are the best, and soon you will be. Your future is waiting. Go claim it.